Welcome to the Style and Grace podcast, maintaining mental health and tackling real life issues with honesty and compassion. Where style meets substance and grace meets real life experiences. Hey, y'all. Hey, and welcome back to the Style and Grace podcast. I'm your host, Whitney Victoria, and today we're going to talk about something that has shaped so many parts of my life: the power of pivoting. Whether it's in your mindset, your job, your relationships, or even your finances, we've all had those moments when the plans change, not because we wanted them to, but because life said, yeah, oh, this is what we're doing now. Listen, I had to pivot more times than I can count, okay? And trust me, some of those pivots were uncomfortable, but I've learned that the pivot is usually worth it, even when it doesn't feel like it in the moment. Let's be real. Pivoting is not always glamorous. It's stepping out of your comfort zone when you didn't plan to. It's switching directions when you've invested so much time, money, or energy into something you thought was actually it. A pivot can look like changing careers or industry, walking away from a relationship or friendship that no longer serves you, shifting your mindset when you realize the old way of thinking is holding you back, adjusting your finances after an unexpected life change. A common thread, right? A pivot requires courage. It asks you to trust that there is something better ahead, even when you can't see it. And that reminded me when I was a part of this group called the Power Five Network, and I had the honor of interviewing Monica Marie Jones, and she talked about stepping out on a net, how she left another job but stepped into something greater. And she said that you got to take the step and trust that there is a net there to catch you, right? So take the step. And let me give you a little transparency here. I've had to pivot in almost every single area of my life: friendships, relationships. I had to walk away from situations that felt comfortable, but they were not healthy. That meant embracing being alone for a season so that I can heal and grow, even in finances. There were moments where I had to shift my entire money plan, scale back, start over, and get serious about what I wanted for my future, and not only for my future, but for our son's future as well. When it comes to work, I've gone from being in one career path to a completely different lane more than once. And each time I had to learn new skills, humble myself, and push past the I don't know what I'm doing phase. And here's what all those pivots had in common: they stretched me, but they also prepared me for the next level. And honestly, every pivot has gotten me closer to the version of myself that I actually want to be. Here's the thing. If you're in a pivot season right now, I know it can feel real messy and uncertain, but pivots often bring clarity you couldn't get while you're standing still. The pivot will push you into spaces you didn't think you belonged in until you get there and realize you're exactly where you're supposed to be. It'll teach you skills and resilience that will carry you for a lifetime. It'll also show you what you're capable of when comfort is no longer an option for you. Growth rarely happens when we're cozy, and sometimes God will shake things up just to get you to move in a certain direction you've been praying about. I want to share some tips on navigating a period of pivot, okay? Get honest about where you are. A pivot starts with awareness. Take time to assess what's working and what's not working. Write it down, talk it out, pray about it, but be real with yourself. Release what you cannot control. Sometimes pivots are forced on us. Instead of fighting what you can't change, focus on your energy on what you can influence. That's where your power is. Make peace with discomfort. Pivoting usually feels messy and uncertain. That's normal. The goal isn't to feel ready, it's to keep moving even when you don't want to. Anchor yourself in faith. For me, trusting God has been the only way to navigate the change without losing my peace, right? There was a time where I would say, Lord, I trust you, but I was saying it with my mouth and not with my heart. So definitely anchor yourself for real in faith. Pray for clarity and direction, even if God only gives you the next step, okay? Start small, but start now. You don't have to overhaul everything at once. Take the first step you can today, even if it's small. Momentum will build with each move. Seek wise counsel. I'm going to say it again. Seek wise counsel. Okay, don't be going to everybody. Wise counsel only. Surround yourself with people who can give you solid advice and encouragement. The right voices can keep you grounded when fear creeps in. Keep your vision in front of you. Remind yourself of why you're pivoting. Put it on a sticky note. Make it your phone wallpaper. Whatever it takes to stay focused, do it. So if you're facing an unexpected change or feeling that tug to shift, do not be afraid to pivot. The version of you on the other side is worth the temporary discomfort. Remember, your pivot might be the very thing that leads you into your purpose. All right, y'all, that was today's episode. And I really pray that this encouraged you. And if it did, please share it with someone else who is probably experiencing this season of transition. As always, I am so grateful for the overwhelming love and support. I appreciate the DMs, the text messages, the emails, the Facebook tags, all the social media tags, to be honest with you. Y'all, I am forever grateful. But stay the course, stay encouraged. There is power in the shift. And until next time, here is where style meets substance and grace meets real life experiences.